Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I filmed anything. So yeah, this feels kind of weird. I tried to film on my camera, but it's not great for filming on. I use it a lot for taking photos, but other than that, like I don't know. It's a good camera, like it's really good, but just not for filming. I'm way too close, but if I sit any further back, like the lighting's really weird because I've got one of them light boxes behind a phone. So it's like peak professionalism. Anyway, it's my first video back. I think it's like the first video on this channel now because I did like have a crisis and delete everything. Yeah, first video back, we're gonna do a review of 2020. Negatives definitely outweigh the positives. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like go over everything that's kind of happened this year. Yeah, this video is not gonna be like overly edited. Also, my makeup looks terrible. I haven't done winged eyeliner in a really long time and it really does show. Also, like my hair is like a bit of a doing its own thing. It looks ridiculous, but it's fine. Okay, so we'll start off with like some realizations. Okay, so if you didn't know, I am bi, I think. Like, I feel like I identify more as like queer than bi, but I'm really not sure. Yeah, but anyway, that wasn't the point of it, because if I'm like, I realise this, it's like, well, clearly you haven't, you're still fucking indecisive. So I guess I don't really mean realisation, I mean like acceptance, because I've known since I was like 11, or like I was really young. I'll give you like a little bit of a story if you want. No one asked, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Like I thought I was a lesbian for a really long time. Like as soon as I found out, like as soon as like you kind of know, oh, I ain't hetero, it's like, well, what the fuck am I, you know? I always kind of felt comfortable in my like gender identity. Like I never questioned that. It was more like definitely more of a sexuality thing. It's like for a really long time I thought I was a lesbian, but then I was like, oh wait, but like I think I like men. Do I? Or do I like men and not like women? It was really confusing, but now I'm like pretty sure, not like pretty sure, like I am sure that I'm into both guys and girls. But then like I don't know if it's limited to that. I really don't think it's limited to that. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll figure that out at like a later date. But yeah, I thought I was lesbian, and then I got into a hetero relationship, a straight relationship. I was with a guy for about 2 years, and that ended in 2020 actually, so it's relevant to this video. I think like every like bi person, I'm just gonna say bi for like the sake of this video, I feel like when you're in like a straight relationship, that's like another like mindfuck, because it's like, oh, am I straight because I'm with a guy? I felt bad if I like found women attractive, because I was like, is that like what? Like he knew, like I was open in that sense, where I was kind of like, by the way, I'm bi, and like he knew, so it wasn't like a secret. Because I think it's important to communicate with your partners. Partners or partner, depends what you're into. But yeah, anyway, so I was in a straight relationship where I was kind of like, am I straight? But I wasn't like too focused on like, am I straight? Because I knew I wasn't, but I feel like you go through like a period of like that dilemma of like, you can still be bi even if you're with a guy. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I think I've already said I've got a notebook, so I stay on track. Okay. And first of all, like conversations about sexuality with straight friends is so different to like conversations about sexuality with queer friends. Like they just don't compare, because they get it, they don't. But so yeah, I got dumped on the first day of quarantine, which is kind of rough, because it's kind of like everyone's like, oh, go out, distract yourself, and it's like, well, we're in a pandemic, that's kind of hard to do. And then I downloaded TikTok, which it was good, but it was also terrible because everyone was making these stupid like my like quarantine morning routine, where they'd wake up at like 6 a.m, do yoga, go for a run, like work out, like eat healthily, like make all these like whatever it was. It was like there was suddenly a right way to be doing lockdown. It's like we've never gone through, I mean there's been pandemics before, but like in this day and age, like that's never been a thing. There is no right way to like navigate this. So I deleted TikTok at some point because it was all, I just felt really fucking shit. I was just sat there like, I'm trying not to fucking yell myself, and you're telling me to just smile and I'll get through it, and it's like, just shut up, like fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, that got a bit deep, but anyway, Yeah, TikTok was really bad for that. But once I kind of got off that side of TikTok, and I ended up on, I always say Willow, but it's WLW, that side of TikTok, like gay TikTok basically. That's when it got good, because I was like, representation. I'm sorry, representation fucking matters. Like, whether it's to do with like sexuality or like race or like gender or what, like whatever it is, like you is part of your identity. Being that represented definitely helps with like personal acceptance, I found anyway, or like it gives you something to look up to. I think it's really important. TikTok surprisingly brought to attention my own like internalized biphobia, I guess, because let's say if you're bi, you're like, it's like men and women, but then you're also shamed for like liking men. And I catch myself doing this as well. That's why I said my own internalized biphobia. Like I remember I said on Twitter not even that long ago, I won't tell you to follow me on there because it's private and I won't accept you if I don't know you, but if you want to follow my Instagram, that's public, and I'll put it up on the screen here. Like my overall experience with men so far in like a relationship sense wasn't that positive, so I was kind of in my like I hate men phase, which is like being a little bit immature, but it, you know, we're over that now. I got to be like, imagine choosing to like men and then I was kind of like, hang on, like why is everyone saying that? And then I was kind of like, then like I did like a little bit of research and I was like, oh, this is like extremely biphobic, and like I've been saying that to other people too. Hang on a sec, that ain't right. So yeah, can we please stop? So like in 2021, can we please stop fucking shaming people for who they like? Like you can be attracted to men. Just stop like making people feel bad about it. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not fucking embarrassing, okay? Okay, let's move on to the lockdown. I really can't remember anything about this year other than the lockdown. I feel like that was really the highlight of the year. Not highlight, it was not a highlight, it was really bad, it was awful. Over lockdown, I started working out, lost a lot of weight, which I've since then all put back on, plus some more. We're gonna get personal again. Basically, a few years ago, I was bulimic, lol. I'm not comfortable talking about that, so we're just not gonna go into that. But I never like fully recovered. So like working out really fucking triggered me. I don't know if that's the right word to use. If it's not the right word to use, I'm sorry. Please correct me on that, you know. I guess it was triggering because it did send me back down that rabbit hole. Like before I started working out, I wasn't overly confident in the way I looked. I'm still not, but I feel a lot more comfortable with myself when I'm not exercising. As of now, that will definitely change in the future. I want that to change in the future. I want to be able to work out and like actually be happy with it. But just for now, and like in the past, like over lockdown and stuff, whenever I did exercise, I became really obsessed with like what I was eating and stuff, and that was not fun. So that happened. Please let me know if you struggled with that, if you've ever had any experience with like eating issues and stuff, if working out makes you feel worse, because I feel like I haven't really met anyone who's had that similar experience, because usually it's like if you're not happy with yourself, exercise and you'll be fine. But for me, it was the opposite of that. I went from a size 8 to 10 to a 6, and now I'm like a 10 to 12, so I've like doubled in size. And this is like the first time I've wore a tight fitting top in a really long time, and I'm not like showing you below my shoulders because I'm not comfortable doing that. Yeah, I only wear like tight fitting tops when I'm around the house. I don't go out in them because I have no confidence. But yeah, I also started my YouTube up again over lockdown, and I kind of went into like the study tube niche. It's not that niche anymore though. It kind of isn't compared to like other categories of YouTube, but yeah, I joined that community and I was doing really well. I had 200 subscribers, and I used to do like little study with me's, which was really silly because I'd watch them back. I wouldn't watch them back really because they were like 3 hours long. But you know when you know, like I did no studying. I'd sit there for about 10 minutes and I'd stare at the ceiling for like half an hour, spin around in my chair, throw my pen, and I had no work done at the end of it, but it was just like me literally putting my phone there and recording what I was doing for 3 hours. Then I'd like mute the background, put some like quiet music on over the top of it, and then call it a study with me. Like, I wasn't doing any studying, and I'm really not the right person to be asking like getting studying tips from, because I'm literally fucking failing at everything because I have absolutely no time management. I have no focus. My attention span is a joke. It's laughable, but it's not laughable because I really don't enjoy failing. But here we are. So yeah, anyway, I started doing my YouTube videos again, and I made them like every single week. I really love doing it. I really love doing it. But yeah, then I dropped out in September. So I started that around like June time. And then I dropped out in September. So I thought it was a little bit like, to like run a study channel when like I'd fucking dropped out of education. I've like not dropped out anymore, but still, like, studying was not my thing. I think if I find like an effective way to study, I'll definitely make a video on that. But as for like dedicating my channel to studying, I really can't do it because I can't study. But yeah, let's talk about my dropout, because that was a bit of a scandal. Not really. When I like dropped out and like basically like the whole of lockdown over the summer, I literally had no contact with any of my friends. Like, I talked to them occasionally, but like not very often at all. And I feel really bad about that. But you know, I don't know if you've ever been like at a really low point. I feel like you'll get it where you just don't want to be around anymore. You don't even care enough for yourself to care about anyone else, which sounds really horrible, and I hate saying that. And that's like, I do care about all my friends. I fucking love you all so much, like so much, and I appreciate all of you more than you'll ever know. But yeah, when you're kind of in like, you don't fucking care about anything. Like, I cut off contact and like I just stopped texting them, like I didn't see them. And yeah, I felt really bad about that. Like, I'm fine again with everyone now. And it's made me realise how much I do appreciate my friends. Like, I never took them for granted. I always have appreciated them. But feeling like you're losing everyone definitely like makes you appreciate it even more. I feel like very unsure of like what I want to do. I feel like a lot of people have been like, this lockdown's like really taught me who I am. Kind of like, you know, the gap year thing where everyone's like, I found myself on my gap year. It's like, sure you did. Still don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll figure it out. That's not a problem for this video. I feel like everyone's really like been through it this year, in whatever kind of form that is, whether it's mental health that you've suffered with, financial issues that you've suffered with, any like family members being lost, like whether it's like weddings have been cancelled, like any sort of like, yeah, this year's just kind of like flipped everyone's plans upside down. It's also made me realise that you're allowed to be upset about things. Like, sometimes I'd complain and I'd be like, why am I complaining about this? I have absolutely no right to complaining about this. Like, other people have it a lot worse than I do. Like, you're allowed to be upset over things. Just because someone else might not find it a big deal doesn't mean it's not a big deal to you, and you're perfectly valid in the way you feel about that. So overall, it's been like a really fucking shit year. One thing that is good that happened was I made some new friends. One of my friends made like a WhatsApp group with loads of there's like 8 of us. Like, none of us really knew each other at the start, but the group was made just around the time that I dropped out, and that was like one of my lowest points. It was like after my breakup and like realising loads of the shit that happened in that relationship was not okay, but at the time I didn't realise it, and like realising it was fucking rough. Oh my gosh. Oh fuck. Still not really over that, but that was like definitely one of my lowest points. And then when I dropped out, that was like, we did like Zoom calls where we'd like read that week's parasha, and like, it was just really lovely. I don't know, I felt like a lot less lonely. Yeah, you just literally have no idea how fucking grateful I am for all of you. These are all so lovely, and like getting to know you has been incredible, and hopefully these will be my friends for life, because these are all really lovely. I love you all so fucking much. I think that's kind of the end of the video. I feel like that really had no structure to it. I intended to have structure with it. That's why I had a notebook. I didn't stick to it though. I've learned a lot that I'm grateful for. I've learned not to take a lot of things that I previously took for granted without realising that I was taking it for granted. Yeah. Overall it's been really fucking shit, but there were some good things that came out of it. Everyone's like, I hope 2021 will be better. Me too, but like, COVID isn't gonna fucking disappear at midnight, you know? We don't know when this is gonna end, if it will end. Like, will we ever get back to like normal life? I'm not sure, but yeah, I just want everyone to stay safe, and if you're struggling right now, I'm giving you the biggest virtual hug ever. I love you and I care about you. Big, big love to everybody. I hope you all stay safe. I've said that a lot of times, but I really mean it. Please stay safe and be considerate of other people. Be kind. Please be kind. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave your 2020 reviews 5 stars, no, fucking 0 stars, like your 2020 reflections in the comments below, because I would really love to see how you guys have found this year. If you don't leave it in the comments, send me a DM, because I would love to read that too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, because I'm gonna like step up the YouTube game, because I do really miss it. I love editing. This video won't be a very well edited one though, because again, lack of like what even is this? Yeah, love you, big hugs, and bye bye.